Yeah, but well, you didn't because you're in here.
Yeah.
It's not as though the only time when you think, oh, I've told too many people, is if that jeopardised you.
Because all of us got our suitcases taken off us at the start of the program, and there's 4 of us that didn't have them, and they said to Benny, they said, do you want a chance to win back everyone's remaining suitcases?
What was
including
it after
his.
they done the 60 seconds to get everything?
Yeah, way after. This is about a month later.
Yeah.
And so we didn't have our clothes for like a month.
How many clothes did you have?
I had 3 American Apparel jackets, which were all the same, like that one.
Why did you put 3 of them on?
Because they were the easiest thing to get on, and they were just jackets. So I had 3 zip throughs that all pretty much looked exactly the same. I had 2 pairs of shorts that were exactly the same, and that was it. And the rest was underwear and socks.
How many underwear?
So, I think I got probably 8 on.
Did you?
Yeah, that's what I focused on the most. That's why I didn't get many clothes. I just got mostly underwear and socks. And as many singlets as I could get on, or vests, you used to call them. That's why it looked the same for about a month. It looked like I was wearing the same clothes for about a month, so I wasn't.
I didn't see the beginning.
But then Benny got the chance to win all our clothes back, and the 3 said to him, "Do you want to win the remaining suitcases?" He's like, "Yeah, all right." And they said, he goes, "Oh, what I want you to do is I want you to wrestling competition." He said, "Yeah, all right." Apparently, he said to Nathan, do you want to arm wrestle?" Nathan walked in and said, "No, I'm busy." That was it. He just gave him the task.
Gave up, didn't he?
And anyway, we heard about the tree. We saw him talking to the tree, and we said, "What?" Went out. He said, "I didn't." They asked me to steal Shabby's hat, her granddad's hat.
So Weird Al thing.
So he goes, and he goes, and I didn't want to do that. And we're like, "Oh, okay." So we just dropped it. We just left it. That was it. And then it came on the big screen about what he really had to do.
When?
That day, I think. That
What
night.
did everyone say to him after that?
It flashed up on the screen. Liar, liar, liar,
No.
liar.
Really?
Yeah. And he's like, because we didn't know where the Tree of Temptation was then. And the tree's like, "And don't tell anyone where I am, because if you tell anyone where I am, you'll feel the wrath of the tree." And he's like, "Oh no, I'd never dog you in. Don't worry about that. I'll never dog you in." And he just sat there, and he's just like.
Was everyone angry?
And then they said because of his punishment, this is what topped it off. For his punishment for disobeying the tree and telling us where the tree was, he had to go into the mini task room and do exercise. With a little general guy was in there like shouting at him, telling him to do the exercises. Benny sat on the floor and said, "I'm not doing it." Just said he wanted to do push-ups and sit-ups. No, he goes, "I'm not doing it." And they said, "What do you mean you're not doing it?" And he goes, "I'm not being intimidated by a little man." He goes, "I'm just going to sit here." So he didn't do it. And then they said, "Well, if you don't do it, your housemates are going to suffer." And he's like, "I'm not doing it." And they're like, "Well, you're going to have to find someone to replace you." And he goes, "Yeah, right, bring in Dave." So he got to walk out. He walked out, not a drip of sweat on him, just walked out. Dave had to go in, do the exercise for him. He had to do like an hour worth of like full-blooded exercise, like push-ups, running on the spot, and all this stuff. Came out, sweating like a pig. Went out there and that because Dave did it for him. We got our suitcases back, so there's 3 of us got our suitcases back, and I was one of them, but Ben didn't, and Ben got that notice.
Did Dave get his suitcase back?
Dave already had him from the very beginning. Yeah. So that's Benny copped it for weeks.
How did Ben?
He had to.
We had to do it.
We had to do
Bend
it. The tree made us all do it. The tree called us into the bathroom. All of us went up on the screen. Yeah. Benny was in the diary room. We got called into the tree.
Alcohol shopping list.
Yeah, I would have loved a glass of wine tonight, and because there's only 3 girls,
and
maybe Mario, when we get a bottle of wine, see between 3 of us now. I suppose there is a result, isn't there?
Oh my God.
I just said, just asking about the household. I know just saying how manly the household is now.
Yeah.
And I said,
I was saying that last night, and she's like, "Does that bother you?" Like, it don't bother me, because like, all I've nice, it would be nice to have a few more girls around. I mean, I do get on better with lads now, but you do realise it, don't you, when there's only like 3 of us?
Yeah. I don't think, I personally, I don't think people who were watching got anything against the girls. I really don't.
No,
I
I
think
don't.
it's just that so many has walked.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 girls.
Because I know when I watch, I like the girls.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Unless they're like cows.
Yeah. Just depends, doesn't it? Like, yeah, Jo was right and she said, well, does it really matter because we're all people? No.
Oh, your Scrooge gloves, Court.
Oh. Cheers, babe.
You don't want to be feeling that, are you?
No. I don't
You're
mind.
getting on that. Ways that you got.
Cheers, babe. Do
But
something.
today.
No.
Like really flat. I feel content.
Flat as in what? That in house?
Yeah.
Could it be because Rachel's gone and we're
used to having her area. Yeah. I do feel content now. I do feel good.
I don't know if it feels flat. It feels a bit like, right, we need something to do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I was just saying about Sam, it's made me see like another side to him that I really, really like. I love that side to him.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
Yeah. I just don't like the other side.
He might stop it now. I mean, and
I
the
think
way
he's-
I
I think-
and he said about your picture, and he truly meant it, but he could have been and not said it.
Yeah.
He dismissed it, but he
Yeah.
didn't.
No.
Because like, he gave Tess like brilliant. I noticed that on the dancing one he done super.
Yeah.
Didn't he helping and do it? And even though it caused friction, that like he took over, like doing the dance moves and that. And like that's good. Like that's what you want, don't you? I mean, you know, he loved it today. I think once he gets over that, I reckon you two will have a right laugh.
Well, I hope so because I don't like not liking anyone in here, you know.
Yeah.
But I think he's finished his beeline for me now.
I think as well, what I thought as well, because say like you're funny and like a laugh and all that, and he knows that because he's been watching it, and he probably thought, oh, she's someone I'm going to get on with and have a right laugh with.
Oh no, he made a beeline for me. He said that, like, he did say nasty things. He meant it deep down. I know he did.
But that's good. You've seen a nice side to him now, and it's not said out as he today. Or
No, it's nice. It's been nice to me.
That should mean to go on now, isn't it?
Yeah. I hope he stays like this.
She said to me before, oh, what's that bruise there on your legs? I was sat here and JJ was sat there. And I said, I don't know, I've done that. And JJ went, oh, isn't that something like this? Might be a little bit long. Oh, I done it the other night. I hit her in bed or something.
All right, love.
Oh, don't get me started again. Paul was sat here with No, and JJ said, I done it the other day when I was in bed. Like, joking, like, that? No, he was joking. And I said, oh, I know, yeah, he did too.
Bit of a rough and tumble.
Is that what you were thinking?
No.
Or a few bruises?
Oh, you even got the shoes to match.
Oh, my little...
You're so accessorised.
Not...
She
I have
check-
at home, but here you can only bring so much stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all like
Matching.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I used to be like that. This house changes you.
Oh,
Right, Mark?
you Oh, big time, babe.